Imagine a sudden military crisis erupting in the Middle East. Tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States reach a breaking point. Military forces across the region move into high alert. Satellite systems detect unusual troop movements. Warships begin repositioning across strategic waters. Fighter jets prepare for possible combat operations. The world watches as the situation rapidly escalates. This is a simulation of a potential modern conflict, a conflict involving three powerful military forces, each with advanced technology and strategic capabilities. The United States begins deploying forces to the region. Aircraft carriers move toward the Persian Gulf. These floating air bases carry dozens of combat aircraft. Thousands of sailors prepare for long deployments. US destroyers and submarines escort the carrier groups. Long-range bombers prepare for strategic missions. Military satellites monitor every movement below. Meanwhile, Israel activates its air defense systems. Air bases across the country become fully operational. Pilots prepare for possible night missions. Stealth fighter jets sit ready on the runway. Radar stations scan the skies constantly. Missile defense systems stand ready to intercept threats. The region enters a state of extreme tension. Iran also prepares its military forces. Missile units are placed on high alert. Ballistic missile launchers move into hidden positions. Air defense systems activate across key locations. Military commanders prepare defensive strategies. Iran's Revolutionary Guard units mobilize. Naval forces patrol the Persian Gulf. Fast attack boats move near strategic waterways. The Strait of Hormuz becomes a critical location. This narrow passage carries much of the world's oil. Any conflict here could impact global energy supply. The first phase of war would likely begin in the air. Air superiority is critical in modern warfare. The United States and Israel deploy advanced fighter jets. Stealth aircraft approach hostile airspace. Electronic warfare systems attempt to disable enemy radar. Precision missiles target air defense installations. Explosions light up remote military bases. Iranian radar systems struggle to track incoming aircraft. The skies become a battlefield of speed and technology. Iran responds with missile launches. Long-range ballistic missiles streak into the night sky. Some missiles target military bases. Others are aimed at strategic infrastructure. Air defense systems attempt rapid interception. Explosions flash high above cities. Missile fragments fall across the desert landscape. The conflict quickly spreads across the region. Naval forces begin maneuvering aggressively. American warships deploy missile defense systems. Fighter jets patrol above the carrier groups. Iranian naval forces attempt to challenge the blockade. Fast attack boats move toward strategic shipping lanes. Submarines quietly patrol deep waters. The Persian Gulf becomes one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Meanwhile, drone warfare fills the skies. Surveillance drones track enemy positions. Strike drones launch precision-guided attacks. Electronic signals fill the airwaves. Cyber warfare begins targeting communication networks. Military computers defend against digital attacks. Information becomes as powerful as weapons. Satellite intelligence guides military decisions. The battlefield expands into multiple domains: land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace. Iran's geography provides strong defensive advantages. Mountain ranges create natural barriers. Deserts make large military movements difficult. Cities could become major battlegrounds. Urban combat is extremely dangerous. Any ground conflict would be costly. Military planners carefully consider every scenario. Meanwhile, global markets react instantly. Oil prices surge across international markets. Shipping companies avoid dangerous sea routes. Governments around the world monitor the situation. Diplomatic pressure begins building rapidly. Allies discuss possible responses. Emergency meetings take place in international organizations. Leaders call for restraint and negotiation, but military forces remain on alert. Advanced weapons remain ready. Fighter jets continue flying patrol missions. Warships hold defensive positions. Missile systems remain armed and prepared. Command centers track every movement. Every decision could change the course of history, because modern wars escalate quickly. Technology increases both power and risk. A single mistake could trigger wider conflict. That is why military simulations are studied carefully. They help leaders understand possible outcomes. They reveal strengths and weaknesses. They also highlight the risks of escalation. In the end, war affects far more than soldiers. Entire nations can feel its impact. Global economies can shift overnight. Millions of lives could be affected. That is why diplomacy remains so important, because preventing war is always the best outcome, even in a world of powerful militaries and advanced weapons, where the balance of power remains fragile, and peace depends on careful decisions.